Hey everybody, I wanted to welcome you back. I'm trying to figure out, sorry, I'm on my patio and I wanted to do a coloring video out here. It's such a lovely spot to color, and I don't know, I just thought it would be nice. It's breezy, the wind chimes are blowing, the birds are singing, you know, it's really pleasant out here. So I thought I would come out here and color. I'm trying to scoot my chair. I'm so sorry if it's making the table jiggle. But usually when I film in the house, I film from the right angle of my chair. The camera's to my right, and out here I'm trying to film from the left so that maybe you could see a little bit better, but I don't really know. I might have it zoomed in too close. I'm trying to see. Okay, you can't even see where. What am I filming? Here we go. No. Here we go. No. I don't know. Okay. It's kind of hard. I'm coloring right here. I'm doing like the branches of this tree, the trees, the cherry blossom. This is a work in progress I have going on from Fantasia by Nick Filbert. I actually started coloring this picture Memorial Day weekend of 2017 and I never finished it, and it's been bothering me a lot. So I picked it up again just last weekend, and I started coloring like all the cherry blossoms around her. I had her done, so her parasol and her skin and part of her dress was done, but then there, like the trees and the blossoms and all that were not done. So I colored in all the cherry blossoms. We went to Civil War Memorial, and while they were doing a demonstration like with the cavalry, I've seen it before, so I colored while that was going on. And so I thought I would pick it up and finish it, because I just don't like having, where am I at here? I want you to be able to see where I'm coloring. So I don't know. I'm like disoriented as to where I need to be, so that you can see what I'm doing. Haha, right here. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I'm working on the tree branches right now, and I know that it's probably difficult for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing versus when I'm in the house with the perfect lighting and everything's zoomed in, but it's always kind of hard to see me color anyways because of my hands and the camera angle. And so it's really pleasant out here, and I just thought it would be a change of pace, kind of relaxing to listen to the chimes and the birds, occasional airplane or a school bus going by, and my dog whining because he wants me to play with him instead of color. But yeah, so I'm working with my Prismacolors. This shade is I can't tell because it's worn off. It's something brown, sienna brown maybe, or henna brown. I think it's a sienna brown, I'm not sure. But I'm just going in and doing like a one base color on these branches, and then I'll probably go in and blend and add something else over top of them. I'm just gonna take my time finishing this because I'm not crazy about this picture. I don't really like the colors that I used for it, and the palette and everything. But I figure my coloring style has changed a lot since I started this. So it's been slightly over a year that I've been working on this, and I can see how much I've improved when I look back at, you know, different areas of it. And I have a lot of burnishing on her skin and different things, and I don't know. I just didn't want to leave it unfinished. That's not my style. So yeah. So I'm going to try to keep it in camera so that you can see at least where I'm coloring a little bit. The camera is out of my reach right now, so I'd actually have to like get up and move and walk to adjust it. So it kind of is what it is for now. But I figure since I'm not doing like a tutorial or anything like that, we're just coloring that it doesn't really matter if you can't see exactly. You know, it's more of just a color and chat type thing. Because I think coloring in tree branches is probably the most boring coloring there is. But that's okay, right? You can color along with me at home with whatever you're working on, and just listen. I'm missing some leaves here and there, but I'll have to go back in and color those later. I think it's about time that the kids are going to be getting out of school, so there's a school bus that stops on our corner. I don't know if we'll hear that or not. I'd like to make more videos out here. I really enjoy sitting out here. If it's not too hot all summer long, this might be a good coloring spot for me. I'm kind of gone out of the lines, but I am going to do a background also, so I figure it doesn't really matter. So Keith is planting tomato plants for me right now. We got a late start. It was so cold here in Michigan, and then even when we did get started planting our flowers and stuff, we were waiting. It was warm enough, but we were waiting because we were going to get a new roof put on our patio, and we finally got an estimate for it, and we didn't really like the amount. I'm making sure that you guys can see this. We didn't really like what the estimate that they gave us, and so we decided we're going to call in some more people, a few other places, and see. But in the meanwhile, we didn't want to be without our patio, so we went ahead and set it up, and we just went ahead and planted all of our flowers and stuff. And now Keith is planting a tomato patch for me, and this is the first tomato patch I've had since I've lived here. When before he and I got married and I lived at home, my dad always put out a tomato patch for me because I love tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes are like one of my favorite things about summer, and so my dad always made sure we had plenty of tomatoes for me. I lived in my grandmother's house with my dad, and he always made sure we had plenty of tomatoes, and I missed that. And we would go to the farmer's market, Keith and I, after, you know, I was married and I lived out here. And those tomatoes are really good, but you run out, and I mean, it's not like you don't feel like going to the store or the farmer's market every time you need a tomato. And sometimes the ones you grow yourself are so much better, right? So this year he put me out a tomato patch, and I'm very excited about it. So I'm very over here in the tippy corner. Okay. I just keep moving it around because I'm wanting to make sure you can see where I'm coloring. And I don't know why I'm struggling so hard with the fact that it's at a different angle and I can't tell what's in view and what's not. The sun comes in on this side of the patio in the later afternoon, so I don't know how long I'll be able to sit here before it gets too bright. Our patio is covered. It has obviously I just said we were getting the roof done. So it has a roof, but the sun still comes in from the side, and it will make it too bright once it, but it's kind of cloudy today. It's like a partly cloudy thing. So So we'll color here until I can. And like I said, right now I'm just laying down some color. I'm not trying to blend. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I can go back in later and blend and add some more shading or whatever in. I'm just trying to get it going. Here's some ducks. There's something going on. We've had these ducks flying back and forth a lot lately. The only thing I didn't think about was to bring myself something to drink. So I think I mentioned in my Avon video the other day, which I know not all the coloring people watch the Avon videos, but I had to get a dent fixed in the door of my truck, of our truck. It hit a mirror of a vehicle parked next to us in a parking lot in the passenger side door, and it left a little tiny ding about the size of a pea. And so I got that. I called on that today, and it's covered under my warranty because I paid for that extra. I paid for the extra warranty where like minor dings and dents are covered. You don't have to pay extra for them, or your insurance doesn't have to pay for them as long as they're minor. And so it qualifies under that. So I called to set that up today, and apparently someone's gonna call me back, and they're gonna come out with a mobile unit and fix it in our driveway. So that's kind of nice. I thought I'd have to take it in somewhere, but you don't have to. So now let's see, I've done the branches on this side. Now I gotta figure out how to turn it so that you can still see me coloring. Here we go, this way. You can see this. Yes, you can see this. Yes. Okay, making sure. No, barely. Do you have something to drink? Can I have a drink of that? Sorry. I need a drink. I heard him get a water off the patio. I'm just thirsty because I keep talking. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Okay. Do you mind? Sure, that's fine.
You want coffee?
No, that's fine. The water's fine. He's gonna bring me a water. He's a fine fella, I tell ya. Yeah, we bought some, those Nestle flavored waters. They were on sale at the grocery store the other day for $1 a 6-pack. And we like those sometimes. And we got the strawberry melon or strawberry banana. I don't know, he'll bring me one and then I'll know what flavor it is. They're pretty good though. See, I see a whole flower I skipped right here. Thank you. Strawberry melon, that's what it is. Strawberry melon. Ranger, he's whining because he wants to play, and I'm doing this, and Keith is planting the tomatoes, and he's like, why are you guys out here if you're not gonna play with me? What's the point? Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I mean, even if I wasn't doing a video, just to sit out here and color and listen to the you know, the sound of the breeze and the wind chimes and the birds. So I would definitely have to film more out here, unless this turns out terrible, and then I'll just film inside, but I'll still color out here. I need to do my nails, they're terrible. This is the first thing I've colored that hasn't been Deborah Miller in a long time. Seriously, I think the last thing I colored that wasn't Deborah Miller was I entered that To the Nines contest for Dover. And I colored from the Nouveau Fashions, I think, or Nouveau Fashions, out of that one. And that was in March. So we're in June now. So yeah, it's been a while since I colored anything that wasn't Deborah. Move my water out of the way here. So you guys, I'm so sad to hear about Kate Spade committing suicide. I had gone this morning to make an Avon delivery, and then I actually had gone over to the dealership, the Chrysler dealership, to see about, you know, how do I go about getting the ding taken out of my truck and make sure I was pretty sure I had that coverage, but I just wanted to make sure. And I got back home, and it was lunchtime, so I started making myself a sandwich. And I was looking at my tablet while I was eating my sandwich, and I saw one of my friends had shared that breaking news story. And it just really, it's so terrible. I was so dismayed to read that. It just, I mean, I don't know. Suicide is always so sad anyways, and senseless and crazy, and you can't understand it, and it's horrible all the way around. But I really admired her, and you guys know I'm like a person that's into fashion and clothing and accessories and beauty and stuff like that, and it just really affected me. I don't know, I mean, I'm not making it about me, it's a tragedy for her family and everything. I just I don't know, just kind of gutted to hear that, you know. It's just so tragic. I take so much pleasure, and I realized that she's not like Kate Spade New York, the brand really wasn't hers anymore. But there are times when I'll go on the Nordstrom website or Macy's website, and I'll just type in Kate Spade, and I'll search through all the jewelry and the purses and the accessories. She never really had any clothing that would fit me because there wasn't any plus size stuff, but I just really liked, I have a couple of Kate Spade bags. I have some Kate Spade office products, like my planners for the past couple of years have been Kate Spade, and I've picked up some office type supplies, you know, like cards and post-it notes, and you know, stickers, just some different things. And I got my sister last year, or no, not this year, but not this Christmas, but the one before that, I got her like Kate Spade earrings, and I don't know, it's just so sad to me, you know, I don't know. So I'm trying to make sure I'm staying in camera for this, but I know it's dark under here, and I'm using brown, so it's probably really hard for you guys to see what I'm coloring. It's just really, really sad, you know. You know what other celebrity death I had a really hard time with was Tom Petty. I really liked Tom Petty's music. I liked his personality in interviews and things like that, and I just really always kind of enjoyed Tom Petty. And when I heard that he had passed away, it just was really sad, you know, really, really sad. Not all celebrity deaths affect me. You know, I'm not too into celebrity watching. I don't watch like TMZ. In fact, I think TMZ is a horrible television show and it should be taken off the air. I think it's gross and I don't like it. But I don't know. I just, yeah, not all celebrities. I'm not into that stuff, but sometimes you get people that you feel like a connection with, even though they're famous and you don't know them at all. And Tom Petty was always one of those people. I have a drink of my water. So I won't always be coloring tree branches, I promise. Ranger's almost given up. He's laying down now on the side, whining in his sleep almost. Okay, I gotta clear this guy over here. Can you see that? Is it on the camera? Yes. Oops. A little bit breezy. So I don't know if you people that are watching this watched any of the recent clothing videos I put up. I put up three hauls yesterday. One was Avon and the other two were clothing. And everybody is so nice. I feel so blessed. I have such great subscribers and people. Everybody always comments the most positive things on my channel. Like, I don't hardly ever get trolls, and when I do, you know, it usually is able to be deleted pretty quickly. Alright, I want to make sure. Can you see this? Am I in there? You can see a little bit of it. Let me sharpen my pencil. My batteries sounded like it was going to be dead for a minute, and we just changed them not long ago. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to pick up. So, this way, which way, which way? Okay, hear Ranger whining again. Buddy, what's the matter? We can't play right now. We can't. You just gotta wait. You gotta wait a little bit. Be a good boy. You think we're so mean to him, right? Because we won't play with him. He just sounds like he's dying. I know it's hard when you just want to play and you can't. Okay, I'm gonna turn the page, twist it, and turn it. And we're gonna get it figured out to where I can color these. And can you see that? No, you can't see that. Okay. How about right here? No. There we go. You can see this kind of. You can see this kind of. Ranger, hush, buddy, hush. Trust me, he gets played with a lot. We usually play with him every day, sometimes even multiple times a day. So even though he might sound like a most neglected pet ever, oops, I didn't mean to make the camera move, sorry about that. Even though he might sound like the most neglected pet ever, he is definitely not neglected. Do not worry about that. I don't think this is a tree branch. I think I colored the background by accident. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, and to anybody who wants to know, we have not eaten the yakkos yet. That was a question I think a couple of people had asked me. Did you ever eat those yakkos? No, negative. We have not eaten yakkos yet. So no yakkos at this point. Yakkos have not been consumed or created at this point. In fact, tonight we are having the spaghetti and the meatball. Keith's been craving spaghetti lately. And every time he says he wants to make it, I come up with something different. So tonight I said, okay, you've been talking about spaghetti and meatballs for a while, so we'll have that. Last night, no, not last night. Okay, what's today? Today's Tuesday, Monday, Sunday night, I made that thing again. That is that egg roll in a bowl thing. Sorry for moving the table. That egg roll in a bowl thing, and I made a double batch of it this time because Keith really, really liked it last time. So he asked me if I'd make double this time, and I did, and it was so good again. This time I got some sweet and sour sauce so that when I made it, we could kind of drizzle that over it. I'm sure that didn't make it very diety or whatever, but that's okay because I wasn't looking for anything diety. And it was really, really good with the sweet and sour on it, you guys. And it's so easy to make. Trust me. If you like egg rolls, but you don't want to necessarily have the deep fried egg roll part or the work of rolling it up into the wrappers and then deep frying it, it's so good. And it's super duper simple. Let me see. My camera will shut off after like 32 minutes. And then it'll pick back up again. And I don't want to tell you the recipe and have you miss it because that camera's in the middle of shutting off and starting up again. So I'll hold on until I know that it's back on, and then I'll tell you the recipe. Except I can't remember the exact amount, so you could always just look it up, but it's super, super easy. Just search egg roll in a bowl. I can't believe how out of the lines I'm going. Like, what's going on with me? What's going on with me? Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of flowers over here that I didn't finish. I don't know what the deal is. I don't think the sun is going to come over here and bother me today. It's too cloudy. Like, it keeps going behind the clouds, so I might be able to color out here for a lot longer. Ranger gave up again.